Yo guys, it's Godswilla. It's been a bit, but I'm back again with another tier list. And you must be wondering, why are you looking at a bunch of Halloween posters again? I'm not re-ranking the movies themselves. I'm ranking the posters. So, yeah. I feel I don't need to explain any further, so let's just get right into it. We gotta start off with the OG. We're going in order by release. Um, the OG Halloween 1978 movie poster. Now, my opinions on the movie itself has changed over time. I think I've said this before, but the poster in and of itself, it's perfect. It's perfect. Uh, it's creepy. It's eerie. I like how the thing holding the knife. It's kind of like part of the pumpkin. I like the whole vibe of the OG 1978 poster. It I feel it fits. Uh, there's not too much going on, but you can pretty much see what they're trying to go with it, and I feel it's perfect. Halloween 2, I have to also put it in perfect. Now, as I've said, the movie, I feel it's not as good as people say it is. I feel it's I don't know if it's over, but this isn't about how I feel about the movie. The poster in and of itself, I feel it's perfect. The skull coming out of the jack o' lantern, like how you see uh, in the opening credits, after that whole scene with Loomis saying you don't know what death is. I feel it's perfect. Moving on to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, this movie, obviously, it's pretty well known that it has nothing to do with Michael Myers. I mean, Michael Myers appears as a movie in this, but still, yeah, he's not the main villain. But man, we're 3 for 3 in posters because goddamn, this is perfect as well. The three kids with the three masks walking down a hill with the red light in the background. I feel it's perfect. It perfectly sets the tone for the movie you're about to watch. I always said Halloween 3. I came around to it. I used to initially not like it because no Michael, but when I rewatched it in recent years, I find myself enjoying it more and more. Is it a perfect movie by any means? No, but that doesn't matter. The poster, in fact, is perfect. I feel it's perfect. Um, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This is Michael's big return. Again, I feel like they haven't missed with the posters yet. Halloween 4 is also going in perfect. I I don't like this is obviously not the mask that was used in the movie, but I feel the poster of itself. You got Michael front center stage, and then you got the house in the background. It's not the Myers house. I'm pretty sure it's probably the it's probably Jamie's house, but that it doesn't do too much, but it does enough to where I'd say it's perfect. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, the poster. Where in the world would I put this? It's not perfect. It's not in very close. I'm I'm gonna put it in its I. This is the first poster that is not perfect in my opinion. It gives you the poster itself. It gives you a good idea what the movie's going to be about, I guess. But that and to be frank, I think Halloween 5 is dog shit as a movie. But the poster, it's just it's not. There's nothing too special. It's not horrible. It gets the point across. So I don't really have much else to say. I feel they could have done better with the poster, but hindsight in it's 2020. But yeah, we're moving on to Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Now, I think The Mask is pretty good. I think I said that in the Mask rankings video I've done before. The Mask itself is good, but as a movie poster, we never seen Michael wear gloves up to this point. So in this poster, we assume it's Michael holding the knife because that's what it usually would be, but it's got black gloves like how the Man in Black would have. So, I think the poster is simple but effective. I think it gets the job done, but it's not perfect or very close. I'm gonna say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It gets the job done. Yeah. So moving on to Halloween H2O. Now, I've always said this movie's overrated, but that's irrelevant. This is about the poster. Where in the world would I even rank this poster? I'm gonna have to pretty much put it in the same boat as Halloween 5. I think the title Halloween H2O is just, it's goofy. We're talking about water here. It's Halloween water 20 years later, and it's goofy. It's goofy AF. Like the movie should have been just called either Halloween 7 20 years later or just Halloween 20 years later. They wanted to be cool and cute and thinking, we'll just put H2O, not thinking that people are just gonna say Halloween water 20 years later. It's just no. That's what drags the poster down mostly for me. It's just the movie title. It's so goofy, so goofy. Halloween Resurrection. This movie was, I'm glad I wasn't born to see this in the theaters, because I wasn't born at that point. But looking back, this probably has to be the first one that goes in very bad. One, Laurie's on the front cover, front center stage. She dies 5 minutes into this movie. This cover is misleading. It has Laurie in front, which making you think, she's gonna be a central figure in this movie. Obviously, they have to have Jamie Lee Curtis on the cover, for marketing purposes. But it's a little misleading because, 5 minutes in, Michael's killing her, just like that. Bada boom, that's it. So it's that pretty much brings it down a lot. And it's Halloween Resurrection is just a weird title. What is being resurrected? Because, I guess you could say Michael, but what they said, it's just a paramedic she killed. It's bro, they always want to put resurrection as a title in one of these movies, and it's just, it happens all the time. It happened with Alien. It happened with It happened with Star Trek as well, right? I know I'm not really big into Star Trek, but it happened. I knew it happened with Star Trek too. Those are just a couple off the top of my dome piece. It's just a bad title for a movie when it doesn't make sense to the movie. There's nothing being resurrected. So we're just gonna move on. Halloween 2007, the remake by Rob Zombie. Now, I have a very love-hate with this movie, obviously. When Michael finally shuts up and stops talking, the movie becomes, it's not perfect, it becomes a tolerable movie. You can get through the movie. I feel like they made the kid annoying on purpose to a point, which is like, okay, cool, but it's like, we didn't need the explanation. It ruins the mystique of Michael Myers and why he does the things he did. What was so good about the original, even though I don't think it's the best of movies to today's standards, I like the concept of keeping the mystique of Michael. He just randomly snaps one day and kills his sister. It seemed like he had a normal family, a normal life, normal life for a 6-year-old. Upper middle class, probably. We don't know how rich the parents were. We could say it's like middle class, upper middle class, something like that. Yeah, but the poster in of itself, I think it's pretty good. I like the poster. I like the mask in the background and all the characters on it. There's a lot going on. The reason why it wouldn't be imperfect because there's too much going on. You don't want too much going on in your poster, but I feel like the poster itself with Michael holding his mask in the front center and then the mask in the background with all the characters on it, I feel it perfectly entitles what this movie is. But like I said, this movie isn't good by any means. So moving on to Halloween 2, 2009. This poster, I like the image. Like, I tell you to this day, the dream sequence in Halloween 2, 2009 is probably one of the best sequences in a lot of horror movies, let alone the Halloween franchise. I'd say it's a top 10 scene for sure. With the rain, the storm, how it makes the mask wet, and how Michael just turned. All of it is, I felt it was a perfect scene. If I could give Halloween 2, 2009 anything, that scene is perfect. Then it just goes completely downhill after that. But it takes an image from said scene of Michael killing that nurse and stabbing her 65 million times. Obviously, I'm slightly exaggerating, but the poster doesn't have a lot going on. It's kind of just, it's not horrible. It's just mid. It's very mid. It's not as bad as the Halloween Resurrection one. It's just mid. Yeah. It's not horrible. It's not bad. It's just mid. So we're moving on finally to the most recent Halloween movies, the Blumhouse trilogy, or the David Gordon Green trilogy, whatever you want to call it. And my opinions have changed a lot over the years. I mean, it's almost been 3 years since Halloween Ends came out. It hasn't even felt that long. I was still in school at the time. Time flies, man. It doesn't even feel like it was 3 years ago, but that's besides the point. We're starting off with Halloween 2018. I think this poster, because this is the best mask probably since Halloween 6, I would say. The Rob Zombie mask was alright, but I think the Halloween 6 mask does beat the Rob Zombie mask, in my personal opinion. But the mask in this Blumhouse trilogy, whatever you want to call it, it was perfect. All three of these masks perfect, and I'm pretty sure I said that in the ranking video. But we're ranking the posters here, as I've said, like a broken record. This poster, I'd say it's very close to being perfect. It's on the same level. I say it's probably better than Rob Zombie's first Halloween poster. It's simple, but says a lot. It shows you the. It shows you the. It feels like the OG mask that was used in 1978, but like obviously aged up a bit. Obviously, with the logistics, the mask wouldn't last 40 years. I mean, it's common knowledge, but they withered it up a little bit. You know, it's good. It's good. It's a good mask, but the poster's pretty good too. It's simple but effective. It's pretty close to being perfect, but I'd say it's pretty good. Moving on to Halloween Kills. It's not as good as Halloween 2018. I'm gonna say it's pretty good. The vibe having because like the posters were seeming following a pattern at this point until obviously Halloween Ends just didn't complete the pattern. It was, I guess I don't know if they were intending a pattern. You know, like I'm not Blumhouse, I'm not David Gordon Green, so I wouldn't know for sure what the plan was for a lot of things. But I like the vibe. There's like fire and smoke in the background. You got, you know, the half burnt side of Michael Myers, Two-Face Michael Myers, you can call him. I think this mask, it's perfect. It's got the battle damage. It's got the half burnt side. It's perfect. It's a perfect mask, and the poster it illuminates how perfect this mask is. I feel. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So this isn't the only cover for Halloween Ends. There was another one that was very similar to Kills in 2018, where it's just Michael's face with the mask on, looking at the camera or looking to the side or whatever the case is. But this was like an alternate cover that I got here in this tier list. It shows Michael and Laurie, which is like, it's like I said about Resurrection, it's pretty misleading. Yes, these two are in the movie till the end, obviously. It's Michael and Laurie. But it doesn't feature Corey Cunningham or Rohan Campbell. It doesn't, because he is the main character of that movie, and I you can't tell me otherwise. The movie, it's based off him. The whole concept, the opening of it, it's all about Corey. And for him not to be in a poster, if that's what if they're adding Laurie to the poster and adding other people that's not just Michael, Corey has to 100% be in this. I'd say at least. So, if I was ranking just the one with just Michael's face with the mask, I'd probably put it in. I would say it's pretty good. I put it pretty much as the same as Halloween Kills, but we're ranking the one with Laurie, them back to back, kind of like how Terminator was. I think I might be getting the movies wrong. I think it was Terminator. This cover, it's just It's. I'm thinking it's either between it's I or it's pretty mid. I wouldn't go as far as say it's dog shit. It's really well made, really well like drawn, animated, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Right. I feel it's pretty good in terms of that department. But the poster, in a way, it should tell you what the movie's about. And it doesn't feature Corey Cunningham. He is a central part of Halloween Ends, which is like why I still befuddles me to this day why they went that route. It still befuddles me, and how they. Am I still as angry as I was back when it came out? No, of course not. You get over stuff. That's life. But it's still a little frustrating sometimes. But I'm just gonna just put it in mid. It's misleading because like it features multiple characters, not just Michael. I feel like you have to feature, if you're doing a cover that's not just Michael, the main antagonist, right? You have to put Corey in there. You have to. He's the main character of that movie, and you can't tell me otherwise. Laurie and Michael both are kind of sidelined. Michael more than Laurie, of course, but they're both sidelined. So there's that. Yeah, this tier list I felt was pretty good.